Amira, everybody. Welcome. And this is Psychic Readings Live. We're going to do a couple of pre-ordered coffee cups. But first we're going to start off with a couple of questions and then we'll move into the coffee cups as we go into the live stream. I welcome you all and very grateful for your presence, your positive energy, and just for being here and joining and coming on in. Hope you're all doing really well. Yeah, hope you're all doing really well, everyone. So let me know what's going on. Did everybody have a nice week? What's happening? Okay, I've still got my brace on. The doctor said I needed to wear it for another while. So yeah, so that's going on. I've also got the cards on sale, the Love Oracle, in Canada and also in the US. You'll find them on Amazon. And if you're looking for the Coffee Cup Oracle, they are sold out, but I'm not sure when I'll reprint those. It could be next year sometime, or if you're desperate for a deck, you might be able to find them on another influencer's website somewhere, or somebody else who's using them online. Yes, if I do come up with any names, I'll let you know. Okay, let's have a look. Some people might still have some left or be reselling them. They also came out in Spanish. I know some people in Spanish have been asking for them, but you know, you've got to take them while they're there, otherwise it's too late. Unfortunately, it's just the way it goes. Okay, let's have a look, everyone. We've come almost to the bottom of our coffee. So I've got about 2 more coffee cups I can do after these 2. So I've got 2 orders for these 2 coffee cups on the live. Some of you will get messages through somebody else's reading. The first coffee cup is Lisa Marie. The second one is Deanna. And we're going to start with Nina Lynn. We've just got a couple of pre-orders and I'd like to get those out of the way. Nina Lynn, Anna, and Anaya will deal with your pre-orders and then we'll go into the coffee cups. Hi Michi, how are you, my dear? Welcome. Okay, everyone, let's have a look. Nina Lynn wants to know about her book publishing deal. I do not think you need to pay that amount of money for self-publishing these days. Absolutely not. I do have a contact you could try to ask how much it would be. Depends how many copies you're printing. But like I said, if you go online and look at all the Christian book proposals, Christian book publishers, there's a whole lot of them out there. Just look at book publishers in the US and Canada, and a lot of them will do Christian books. A lot of them specialize in Christian books. So you can approach them. There's going to be at least 20 or 30 different publishers. I would go for those first. Yeah, I would go for those first. So let's have a look. Should I be patient and wait and see if one of the literary agents contacts you, or self-publish? I would give it a timeline. Like if you have exhausted all of the contacts in the self-publishing or in the book proposals, you don't actually need a literary agent so much. You just need a publisher. So you could go directly with a publisher and they could get you a good, they could make you an offer directly. You don't really need to have a literary agent. I can see that you're on guard and that you're very stressed out about what's been going on, but I feel like the stress is going to alleviate itself. I feel like it's 6 months. If you haven't received a good offer in 6 months, I would say look at the self-publishing options at that time. You can also get it published in China. If you need a China press person, somebody to print your book, you're welcome to reach out to me about that as well, or the US as well. But I do feel like put it out there first to all the publishers, not so much the agents. The agents are very fussy and they'll often pick you up after you've already been published. So, and the publishers themselves will often pick you up after you've been published. But I do feel like you're going to get an offer coming through. I would give it a 6-month time frame. A lot of these publishers, they don't want to publish straight away. They want to do it like in 12 months to 2 years. So they have like other books that are in their system that they have to publish first, or they schedule to publish first. So sometimes the timing isn't going to work in with you and the sales that you want to create and the message that you want to get out. So you might end up doing a small self-publish yourself, and you could end up getting picked up by a publishing deal later on. So that's sometimes how it happens as well. Okay, but I do feel like you'll get the show on the road, and if it's not in 6 months' time from now, which takes us up until May, June, I feel like it'll be before then. Yeah. Okay, Anna, looking at selling one of these four investments. I did pick up number 2 and number 3 would be maybe better to sell at this point in time. If they're down, you know, they may not come up. Let's just pick a card for each one and see what comes up. Okay, number 1. Somebody might have been telling you not to sell number 1. Number 2 is looking slow but steady. Number 3, you might get a good sales price on number 3. Number 4, it's looking like number 4 could be a good one to sell if you wanted to sell it in its up. Number 4 could be actually quite good. Yeah, number 4. So the cards are showing number 3 or number 4. So that could be, yeah, that could be what you're going for. Let's have a look. Is it number 4? Should she sell number 4? I'm getting a maybe on that. You might sell a little bit of a couple of them. Should she sell number 3? There's a definite yes with that one. Should she sell number 2? Not so much. There's a maybe on that one. Should she sell number 1? There's a no on that one. Okay. You might sell a couple of them, maybe 2 and 3, maybe 2 and 4, or 3 and 4. You might sell a little bit of each of them to make up for what you want. Okay, Anna, thank you for that. All right. Ayana. Okay, Yana, the whole thing with the housing lottery. Look, you've had readings about the housing lottery for a while now, and you did get a good positive result in the housing lottery, but the thing is that it can take a very long time, so the timing of it can be very, very out. Hi Texas Tammy, hi Lisa Marie, yes, you're first with the coffee cup. Hi Mimi. Yes, so the timing, not out in the sense of being incorrect, but out as in timing is often hard to predict, and it depends what you're doing. And if you feel stuck, that's the worst thing possible. So you have to look at the things that you can change within your own power. And if you've been rejected for the disability allowance, then you're going to have to look at the mold. I don't know if the mold is fixable, if it should be, or if it's not, or if it's part of the responsibility of the building, or if it's owned by your mother, or if your mother owns the property that you're living in. But the mold needs to be fixed. That's one thing that can be done. That could be in your power in some way. Second thing that could be in your power is looking further afield and expanding your horizons and not feeling scared about that. You're living in the highest densely populated city in the world, so you're going to have too much competition. And if they didn't qualify you for rent assistance, That's why you didn't take the apartment, or you couldn't take it. So, you know, there's a deficit there. There's something that's going on there. So you've really got to try to look at having a second, third, and fourth backup plan. And a lot of you only have one plan. You don't have backup plans. So you need to have other backup plans to be able to move forward. And not all plans work out. So that's basically what I think is the best way to go, is to have various backup plans. You've really got to start expanding your horizons. I would get out of where you are just for health reasons if it can't be fixed. And secondly, to move into a less expensive place. I mean, most people in New York have 2 or 3 jobs, and you're going to get the same money in different states and places in America. You know, it's not like they're paying women a lot more in New York to do whatever they're doing there. So I would say go to a different part of the United States. Maybe have a look at your astrology, have a look at your best lines. You could be sitting on a very difficult line there that makes you feel stuck. You could be on a Pluto line, a Neptune line. It could be very depressing. It could be, you know, a line there that is giving you a lot of ailments. It could be Saturnian as well. So get yourself on or near a Sun line, Jupiter line, or Venus line, depending on where you have the best aspects in your chart. And it's a little bit of a complicated process. And once you've picked a place, do a relocated chart to see if it looks okay. I know that you can't really maybe do that, but if you give me your date of birth on the next, and the time and place of birth on the next pre-order, I can have a look at that for you and try to come up with a place for you, because sometimes some places just get you particularly in a bind, and it's very, very difficult to get out. It's very difficult to move. And sometimes when you just move, you know, to a different state, a different city, a different place, and it's usually has, you know, a fair, you know, a distance, things will just suddenly change and come about. Do you have any other options of moving overseas, living overseas, or doing something else? You know, there's some other places that are very lucky for people, like Dubai, like, you know, it depends on what if you have qualifications or something like that. But some people can get into all sorts of good contracts abroad as well. So I wouldn't limit yourself to United States. I would, you know, not feel obliged to stay there if it's keeping you trapped and also keeping you feeling stuck. And one way to get unstuck is doing something that, the things that are in your control, to get yourself out. Like you might need to spend all the time that you have out of the house. You might just need to get out of the house every single day to get away from the mold, you know. But then you might not be well enough to do that. So, you know, you might have to look at, you know, other options online, where to go, what to do. You know, go and test it. Go and maybe live somewhere in a different place, or with family or friends, or some sort of charity organization or something like that in a different place, and see if you feel any better and take it from there. I mean, if you were homeless, straight up, they might give you housing if you're homeless. But then, you know, the American system doesn't really help as much as some of the other types of countries do. So a lot of these lists are very long and you have to wait a long time. Okay, so I hope that helps. Anaya, that was for Anaya. Okay. You will get eventually a housing lottery, but I feel like the odds are against you right now. You've got to move there. You've definitely got to move. A move is imminent. Yeah, and you're going to feel a lot better once you move, but it could be at a distance. It could be long, it could be far away. That's a road trip sort of type of distance. Okay. Now, Tammy, I think Professor Joe passed away. Any messages? Okay, I'm not sure if he has passed away. He might have just retired and gone very quiet, or he could be in between worlds. He could be, you know, he might have Alzheimer's or something like that. He could be kind of in between worlds. He could be also in a facility or assisted living or something like that. He might have just gone undercover. He might have gone quiet, or he might have gone to retire somewhere at a distance, like in Mexico, or at a distance in a different place. Or I'm not feeling that he's 100% past, actually. So it's a bit tricky. Let's have a look and see where this guy is. And if he has passed, he could be in limbo for whatever reason. He might be lost on the other side. A lot of people who, you know, I can't really say it particularly out loud, but they pass by doing damage themselves, or if they've had an illness before they've passed. Sometimes they're in limbo and they're not quite present. But looking at the cards here, it looks like he could have actually gone somewhere else. He might be living abroad. Where is this Joe? I'm sure if you dig, you'll be able to find out. You could ask the faculty of wherever he was. Where is Joe? Saving his money. He might be still working somewhere. I don't know if he's working abroad or somewhere else. Yeah, no, I feel like he might still be around. So have a look at that, Tammy, and just see. If you have any other questions, let me know. Thank you for your donation. Truly appreciate it. Okay, so we've done Nina Lynn, Anaya, we've done Anna, we've done Tammy, and now we're going to do Lisa Marie, and then Deanna's coffee cup a little bit later. Hi Mystique, how are you, my dear? And then we'll get to your super chats on the live. Yeah, it's not. Who are you talking to, Mimi? No, it's my arm brace. It's not braces. Okay, let's have a look. I sprained and strained my wrist quite badly. Yeah. Let's have a look, everyone. Let's have a look. Let's have a look and see. Okay. Do we have enough light? I might just amplify the light. Just a bit more. Okay. So this is for Lisa Marie. Okay, Lisa Marie did ask me a question as well. So let's see what that is. Something about career change. Why am I getting straight away teaching for you, Lisa Marie? Yeah. I'm getting straight away teaching, but let's have a look at the cup and see what comes out. I also get channel messages through the cup and signs and symbols in the cup that can also tie in with a situation. Okay. There's like a line here, like you're trying to catch a fish. But you've caught a fish. It's just about reeling it in. So I do feel like there is a fish here that you're reeling in. It could be a book deal, some sort of big fish. It could be somebody who's going to help you with something. It could be a job even. It could be something quite beneficial to you. You might even teach writing or something like that. I've got an upside down Aries symbol here. I've also got a horse head, two horses, like a pony and a horse. So that means action. Can also be somebody born under the year of the horse, but that can also mean action, activity, things coming about, things happening very quickly. There's also a nice mountain here. So it's like you've already climbed the mountain, gone on the other side, and you're on the decline of this mountain. So whatever challenges you've had, you've overcome them and you're on the winning streak. But there's still this fish here that needs to be reeled in. So there's still one thing there that you haven't quite done yet or reeled in properly that maybe needs to be finished and reeled in a timely fashion, I would say. I kind of feel like it's quite urgent. I think you need to do that before you do anything else. There's also a figurine here. Looks like a lady. And it's like she's, yeah, I think it's a mother figure because she's got a lot of children here underneath her, or adult children even, adult children. Yeah, I feel like you just keep working on the books, and yeah, Lisa Marie, just keep on working on the books. And going towards Nantucket, you said. Well, you've got, yeah, it could even come, you know, it might come to you more in Nantucket. You know, it might happen more when you're over on the East Coast. You've got sort of like your arm around all of these children here. So that's like you're carrying quite a lot of weight. You've got the twins, then you've got your sons and your daughter there as well. So you've got a lot of responsibility as a mother and children and looking after your children, which is really your main job, even though you probably, you know, would like to go further. I do see you teaching maybe a writing class, maybe opening up your own writing school or writing class or something, or doing some sort of a writing class. So that could be in person, it could be online, it could be whatever way you want to do it. But that's how you might start doing it. And then you might get invited to teach a different thing altogether, you know, in a different sort of environment, you could say. I think you'd be a very good teacher. Yeah. And I think also having the students and sort of like the other writers with you, I think you can kind of bounce ideas off everybody. I'm also seeing a snowy mountain here, so you might go skiing in the winter. I'm not sure if you're planning a ski trip, or you're going to Switzerland, or you're going somewhere where there's skiing, or France even. The French Alps, the Swiss Alps. Somebody here will lend you a hand. So somebody here is helping you, or they're giving you a push. So I feel like that could be an agent. It could be somebody who has your back, who you feel confident with. It looks more like a female than a male. It looks like an older woman. Just at first glance, it might not be, but it looks like an older woman. There's also a baby here. Somebody's having a baby or they're pregnant. So that could be your daughter. Somebody's having a baby or they're pregnant. Or is it your son? There's definitely a baby here. I don't know if the baby's been born yet or it's coming in very soon. Okay, you've got lots of news here coming in. And I'm still getting translation of the book. You might translate the book. So if you pick a book that you feel is the best one, it could go off. It's like, you know, sometimes music gets published in different countries and it goes to #1 or bestseller in different countries, whereas in its own country it doesn't go as well, but it might go later on. So I'm still getting German, I'm still getting, you know, French as well. So I feel like if you were to potentially get an agent over there, you know, if your agent has not done everything for you in the United States, then I would say get a different agent or just do it yourself. Yeah. Okay, we've got a heart here. It also looks like a bit of a chicken or a cockerel. So somebody's singing out quite loudly, singing out for joy. There could even be somebody doing singing lessons or announcing something. It's like the town crier. So they're announcing a big thing. Yeah, they're announcing something big. You might even host writing retreats in Nantucket. You might do that over there. You might host writing retreats over there. And I think they can go quite well. I think they can go quite well. All right. This is not making any sense. Like hieroglyphs. Could be a connection also to Egypt. This cockerel is turning into a heart as well. You could be announcing your heart's desire. So that could be a pregnancy, it could be a grandchild, could be something coming into this world that you're setting motion to and launching, etc. There's also an eagle here that's taking flight. So I feel like something is definitely taking off. It might start off slow, but it should grow over time. I've got an N initial, N for Nelly. I've got a swan. Swans are very nice for love and they're very good for partnerships. So the partnership side of things is always going well for you. So I hope it still goes well and everything's good. You've also got a lovely fish here jumping out of the water. So there's more money coming in. There could be a lump sum. There could be when they pay you money to write a book or something like that. You might end up writing in for a different country, different language. And it could be something associated with your story. So if it's about living in France, it could be something to do with that. Or living in Germany. Or something about expat life. Could be something to do with that. I feel like the twins are having more fun. I feel like there's a lot of fun coming up for them. I don't know, it looks like a trampoline. Looks like they're having fun. They're enjoying themselves. Could be also something to do with fitness as well. Fitness, you might be doing some sort of fitness or starting some sort of fitness regime or deciding to do more fitness. Or your twins are getting involved more in some sort of activity. It could be ballet, it could be gymnastics or something like that, something quite physical. Okay, is there anything at the bottom? Although we got the mountain before. Okay, I'm going to do a wish for Lisa Marie. And the podcast should go quite well. Podcasts are kind of like the thing right now. Okay, we've got a nice juicy peach. So this could be something coming up in Georgia, or the sweetness of life is really increasing, taking a bite out of a nice peach. It's also a little bit of a love heart as well. So there's a sweet deal coming up, I feel. I feel like there's some sort of a sweet deal. One of the children around you could be a little bit stubborn and want their own way, willful, you could say, for whatever reason. It might not even be one of your children. It could be somebody else's child. I feel it's more of a girl than a boy. There's definitely pregnancy here. There could also be twins as well. So if twins run in your family, it could be also twins. So that's interesting. That's very interesting. Oh, you're doing real estate. Okay. That sounds fantastic. Excellent. In Nantucket. Yeah, it's a good location to do real estate. I think you'd be very good at that too. Being a Gemini. Twins do run in the family. I think it's Marie. Okay, we're looking at the cup half full here. This is your saucer, the cup half full. We've got an H, HN. There could even be some sort of connection with Dubai or the Gulf area. There's a bit of a camel there. It could be indicative of migration or moving as well. So you might decide to move somewhere or go somewhere different. Okay, we've got champagne bottles here popping. I haven't seen that before. Yeah, so there's a big celebration coming up. You might find out around the new year about a pregnancy, or you could find out there could be something big to celebrate, I feel, around the new year. You've got an L here. And it also looks like RCHL. LRCH. That's interesting. You've definitely got spirit guides around you. You might start channeling more or being more in touch with spirit. There's also a very nice artist coming in around you who might, or one of the children might become very artistic in doing portraits, whether it's photography, like something very artistic like black and whites, or something very kind of different, or they could be actually painting. So I'm seeing somebody getting very much into the arts and even acknowledged for their artistic ability. You might even put one of these picture paintings on your book cover, on another book cover. This is an unusual, this is like, really looks like a half cup. And there's a bit of a new moon there, so something coming up on the next new moon, or a new moon cycle, which is in 2 weeks. That looks like a cat also with whiskers as well. So in Australian slang it says, they say something up to the cat's whiskers, which means that you've had enough, almost had enough of something. You're almost ready to pull the plug. Synchronized swimming. I don't know if the girls are doing some sort of swimming or synchronized swimming, or there's something synchronized here going on. It could be ice skating, it could be swimming. But there seems to be quite a few hobbies going on there. There's a lock and key for a heart. So I feel like one of the boys is keeping a heart interest under lock and key. Potentially one of the boys. You've got a seal here, which is having more fun, family groups, being around sea lions or seals, going somewhere near the sea. That's definitely coming up. Living near the sea, because the saucer is the family and the home. Living near the sea, so that's good news. I just got the message, 2 hearts beat as one. So I don't know if that lyric from that song will make any sense to you, but I feel like it could be an interesting message to have a look at. 2 hearts beat as one. Okay. I'm still working on the other cup. Hi Kelly, welcome. Hi TP, welcome. How are you? Hi Mystique, how are you? Welcome, welcome. Thanks for the likes on arrival, everybody, and the shares. I truly appreciate it. We've got quite a few people in today. Okay, we'll go on to the next cup. I've just got to prepare just a 2-minute break. I've just got to prepare the next cup for Deanna. I've got it ready. We've just got to do a flip around. So just bear with me. Okay, welcome back, everybody. This is a cup for Deanna. Then we'll move on to the live super chats. So the super chats are open, and thank you all for joining, everybody, once again. Thank you, thank you. If you don't use Amazon and you do want to purchase a deck of Love Oracle, I do actually have some stock in my PO box in Seattle, so you might be able to, you might like to reach out to me for that. If you don't want to use Amazon or you don't have an Amazon account. For the holidays, you might want to get some decks. Okay, this is a very juicy looking cup. Sometimes these cups get really messy, so yeah, it's good to put them on a piece of toweling. Okay. All right. So we've got the saucer for Deanna and we have the cup. So we'll start off with the cup. Now straight away we've got the letter S. S for Sam, and then we've got number 1, or an I initial. S for Sam, number 1. Lots going on. There's a V here as well. Yeah, there's a V initial coming up there. And I know that you asked about a potential person. I feel like this person's hiding something. He looks good, like in his pictures and everything. He looks like he's not hiding anything, but I do feel he is hiding something. And he's got that dark side, yes. So I do feel it's time to move on and to find another love interest. Just bear in mind, everyone, the bigger the donation, the more in-depth the reading. So I appreciate all of your lovely donations. You're truly appreciated. Okay, so let's have a look at Deanna. So we've got an S and number 1. I feel like you're going to come out on top on this one. I feel like, Deanna, you're going to get some sort of win, some sort of prize. You're going to feel like you've come out on top. You don't need to be, you know, this guy's not a toy boy, so I don't know why he's trying to attach himself to you for money. Like you said, you think he's after your money. He was after his former wife's money, who he said died, and you've got no record of that. So I would say, if you need to clarify it for your own mind, do a background check, But usually a marriage is registered, so you should be able to see if he was married and or not. You know, his wife could still be alive and he's lying to you and he's keeping things stringing along, because I feel like there's a big string here going out. So if you feel like he's going to come back in, it could be that he is stringing you along. I'm also getting that Meatloaf song, Bat Out of Hell. I do feel like this guy is definitely up to something. Yeah, definitely up to something. There's something going on. I'm also getting like something that looks a little bit like the state of Texas. For some of you who know your states, what they look like. There's another state here as well. I don't know if that's New Hampshire or some other state, but there is another state there. So it could be that somebody's going over state lines or over borders. He might be into some sort of tricky business. He could even be involved in something like the CIA or some sort of tricky business. I don't know. You've got 1111s here as well. So I feel like there is some sort of pathway opening for you. 1111 is often an opportunity opening, an awareness opening, something sort of being revealed to you. Somebody's trying to piggyback on top of you. There's like somebody sitting on top of somebody else from the past. So they could be trying to piggyback on a situation or take themselves for a ride. I know that you've kind of gotten involved with this guy, but I kind of feel like these long distance relationships are too spread out and they don't actually benefit in any way, because if you add up time that you actually spend together, it usually equates to 3 months out of 2 years or something like that. So it's not always in your best interest. He could even be not even living anywhere, but he could be going between one person's house and another person's house, female. I'm also getting a lasso. Somebody is going to try to lasso you in, or you're going to try to lasso that person in. There's some symbol here that's connected to, I'm getting Celtic connections. I'm also getting the Neptunian sign, so that can be deception. It can also be mystical things. It can be the sign of Pisces. I'm also getting a mirror, like an ancient mirror. So it could be that you're going to look yourself in the mirror and say, okay, what am I doing? Get yourself back on track. You could sort of lasso yourself back on track, actually. That could be what it's about. Yeah, that could be what it's about. But there's a lot of mind chatter going on. There's a lot of like stuff going on. You feel like there's too much happening. There's also a really nice seahorse here, and seahorses are love interests. So somebody's looking for you. You might not be looking for them at the moment, but they're looking for you. I feel like they do have money. They're quite financial. There's quite a lot of fish around them, and there's fish coming into your life. There's also the sign of Sagittarius here as well. We've got the arrow. I wouldn't be surprised if we've got a Pisces, a Sagittarius. Sagittarius might be good for you. Even Pisces, because they're going to have quite a few planets in Aquarius, at least 1 or 2, potentially. Okay, after you kind of get yourself back on track, I feel like you're going to lasso yourself back into center. It's almost like you're kind of going to correct what's gone wrong or reposition yourself. Something like that. It's sort of like you're going to do something to benefit yourself. You might even do something with improving your, not that you need to, but improving something that you've always wanted to do physically to yourself, facially. You might reinvent yourself in some way, because there's definitely a mirror there. You're looking in a mirror, and there's a phoenix rising here, or a bird taking flight like an eagle. So there's some message coming to you here with a sense of wisdom and a sense of urgency, I feel, as well. There's also a girl or a teenager or a young lady holding out a tray. So it could be also reminding you of how far you've come and what you've had to endure to get where you are, and the hard work that you've put in to get where you are. So it's saying not to ignore that. Yeah, not to ignore that. To take that into consideration. Yep, to take that into consideration. Okay. There's like a chasm here and two pathways. It's like you'll come out of the chasm and you'll either go left or right. So there could be a crossroads here going on in your life around this time. I feel like there's a transformation with this bird or phoenix rising, and there's two pathways here opening up. There could even be a Taurus or an Aries as well that comes in around you. There's a love here that's gone upside down, a love heart, but there's still one corrected heart upright that is a pure heart. So if that is you and it's your heart, just know that you've got a pure love energy, and that will attract the right person in around you. Okay, there's a person here that is receiving a big fish jumping into her lap. So I feel that's you. I feel like you're going to receive a lump sum of money. You could be going into getting your 401k, or you might be getting some sort of bonus or something coming to you quite big. Could even be reeling in a big fish, or finding a man who is suited to you or is sort of like on the same level as you are. I'm also getting golf around him. So this person could play golf or be quite proficient at golf, or has played golf in the past quite well. I'm getting an M initial and a backwards C initial or a U. It also looks like a bear, so it's giving you a lot of prosperity, abundance, and resources. So bears are very good. There's a big attraction here coming up with somebody. Something rising to the top. And the truth rises to the top, or the cream floats to the top. So I'm feeling like the truth will come out about this person that you've been dealing with. It might come out later than currently, and I wouldn't be looking at trying to get him back. I would be just moving forward at this point in time. You've got a nice face of a tiger, so you're kind of taking on some very strong energy, turning into the tigress, turning into defending yourself, not putting up with anything. You've got a lion here sitting underneath who's it looks like a male lion. Could be a Leo as well coming into your life, but he's looking like he's quite lazy. He's just sitting there doing nothing. So that could be also some connection with this person. I don't feel like he is going to apologize, and I don't feel like he's going to try to rectify the past. I feel like something has been done and that's it. I'm also seeing a woman here opening her arms and embracing the world. That could be you going on a cruise. That could be you going on some sort of trip of a lifetime. It's looking like very clear, fresh energy. I don't know if you've been thinking about going to Australia, but I'm actually getting the vision of Australia when I'm looking at that. There's also a sense of freedom with this person, and she looks like she's in a summer attire. She's got beautiful hair. She looks fantastic, and she's on top of the world. So whatever you do next is going to be very important in how you move forward to this person, because you're going to come up to be this person at the end of the cycle. So the cycle could be 3 months, 6 months, 12 months out, could be 1 month even, but it could be, a process of time moving out. There's also a fast train here. It looks like one of those trains in Switzerland. It could even be in Canada, like in the Rocky Mountains, but it looks like one of those fast trains. It looks like one of those very modern looking trains. So you might decide to go on a trip somewhere. Or there could be travel coming up in your future. You might actually meet somebody traveling. You could meet someone on a cruise or on a trip or on a train. on an ice train somewhere. You might go into the Rocky Mountains or go on a tour around the Rocky Mountains or something like that. If you do go on a cruise, go on a singles cruise or a cruise ship that has a singles element to it. I'm going to do a wish for you and see what's under the wish for Deanna. Okay, oh, that's interesting. It's almost like we've got, there's a lot of ancient symbols in your cup. It's almost like Aztec symbols, symbols related, Celtic symbols, runes even. I don't know if you're reading the runes. What do we got on the bottom? Looks like a Hawaii island, actually. It looks like the island of the map, you know, where Honolulu is, Waikiki. An island in the sea. That's what it looks like. Let's see if there's anything else. Looks like you're lying on a deck chair. You're sitting on a lounger or a deck chair here. We've also got the rising sun. I don't know. You might be doing a bit of travel. There's a bit of travel coming up for you. Where did I get that imprint? There it is. Was it there? Was it over the top of those things? Okay. Got a W initial. And something that looks like it's floating up out of the water. So a V or a W here, a VW, could even be a car. There could be somebody who likes diving, something connected to diving, or somebody emerging from the water. Can also be a mermaid. So something quite miraculous happening. I'm also getting a tag here. So it could be symbolic of there's a tag, a price tag on everything. Everything has a price or a price to pay. So I feel like you've followed your intuition and done the right thing regarding this person who's been confusing, you know. So we've also got an elephant here with its trunk up, so that gives us a lot of luck. You've got luck coming in, Deanna, so I feel like you've got a lucky streak coming in. I'll just see if there's anything else in the cup. Excuse the neighbours, they will close their door sooner than later. We've also got a heart here on a stick. It's a bit of a devil's face here as well. And then this upside down heart here. And there's a hook. Just be careful not to get hooked into anyone's heavy energy, is the message here, I feel. Or anyone's agendas. Yeah, anyone's agendas. Okay, let's have a look at the saucer, see what's going on in the saucer for Deanna. Okay, we've got an animal here upside down. What is it looking like? Doesn't actually, it's got missing back legs. Doesn't actually look like much. It might morph into something else, so let's have a look. We've got a nice heart here, sitting up above things, which is nice. Got a stream. There could be some sort of river cruise even. If you're thinking about going on a cruise near a river or living near a river or a stream. This can be the family, the people who live around you or where you live. There's another Aries symbol here. Aries would be a good match with you. There's a nice little bear, a bear's face. So that's also showing, it looks like a childhood cartoon or something. So that's showing us that there is some sort of fun coming up for you. It could be fun over the holidays. It could be fun in and around the home. You might be having more fun, enjoying yourself more, that type of thing. Okay. There's like a little dog here, or it looks like it's got a monkey's face. It could be somebody born under the dog or the monkey. That could be significant in and around you. Could also be a jackal. So it's saying just be careful who you allow into your life. I've got an O here, an O initial. That's another lasso though. Something about this lasso, it could actually have references to where you go to rodeos or where you see rodeos, or something to do with Texas, or somewhere where there's cattle is where there's lassos. So the person that you might attract in could have worked on a cattle ranch, or owned a ranch, or had something to do with cattle. You know, they could have sold the ranch literally, or they might have downgraded it. I've got a T initial here. And it can also be a crossroads. It's like you come up to the intersection and you decide which way to go. There's another T here as well. So that's all I'm seeing in the saucer at the moment, Deanna. That's all I'm seeing in the saucer. Let's have a look and see if there's anything else you wanted to check. Yeah, the story of this person, I don't believe anything he says. I just don't believe anything he says. Yeah. And, you know, he looks a lot older than you, so I don't know why these men are going around trying to find men, you know, women to look after them. You know what I mean? Even a younger man will look after you. Yeah. I feel that he's also had a difficult life. Yeah, he's not letting on exactly where he emerged from. Yeah, not exactly where he emerged from. All right, Deanna, well, lots of love and blessings with that. I hope everything goes well. Okay, let's have a look and see. What do we got? Thank you all for joining, everybody. Hi, Deanna. Gives you strength. Is considering a cruise with your family. Yeah. Yeah, let him go. Don't worry about it. You know, too much time has passed already and he hasn't done anything. Hi, Ruby. How are you? Okay, let's have a look and see. Mystique, how are you, my dear? What's Jay up to with his 6 p.m. appointment? Okay. I don't know. I kind of feel like it's whatever he said he was going to do. I don't know if he told you what he was going to do, but I feel like whatever he said he was going to do, he will. I feel like he'll be potentially... I mean, it's a bit late to be swinging back around, but I kind of feel like okay. I don't think there's much going on there. Yeah, I don't think there's much going on there. I feel like he's just, you know, if you're picking up something, it's because maybe his client has kind of hit on him or something, or made a pass, but I feel like he's refused it. Yeah. Yeah, I wouldn't worry about it too much. I feel like it's pretty valid. I also feel like he's looking for someone as well. One of these guys who's looking for a sugar mama. Yeah. That's what I feel he's doing, but I don't think this is the one. Right. December to December, what to expect. Thank you for the 19. Thank you, thank you. Yeah, he thought you were going to spoil him. Absolutely not. I don't know why you're even talking to these guys still. Oh my God, December to December. Let's have a look. For Mystique, what do we got, Mystique? December to December. What do we got? December to December. What have we got for Mystique? What have we got for Mystique? December to December. Almost there, aren't we? Almost in December. We're halfway through November. December for Mystique. Okay, something big is happening in December, Mystique. You might get a really good offer. So if you're looking for a new job, a new something, I feel like you're going to get a really good offer. Whatever that means to you. It could even be a love offer. It could be something interesting that is really going to check your boxes, etc. It's going to be something quite remarkable. January, you feel like you've got things still up in the air. You're still worried about money in February. Things are still looking a little bit sketchy, or there's still people asking you for money in February. March is looking at further afield, expanding your horizons, looking at the next step, the next best thing that you can do, and having the next best plan or implementing the next best plan is coming up in March, April. And it could be that you are sending out your resume, or you're doing something something of a nature that is going to give you what you want. Or just putting it out there. You're putting something out there that's going to get some sort of reward. I'm seeing the rewards coming in the second half of the year. The first half of the year looks a little bit up and down from what I can see, but that doesn't mean you can't change that. Looks a little bit stagnant. It looks like you could be also a bit stuck, a little bit like one of our other subscribers. You could be a bit stuck. And that could be stuck in Alabama. It could be stuck somewhere. You might not get the results that you want in Alabama. You might be wanting to move somewhere else. You might still be in two minds about going altogether. Looking at June. May, you might still feel stuck. But July is a move card. It's a movement card. So you don't want to get to the point where it's too bad that you just have, you know, the writing's on the wall. You kind of want to make a move before then. You keep seeing 1111s. Yeah, that's definitely a portal opening, change. Then you've got a really nice contract here or something big coming in. It could be a marriage, a contract, something really good. I feel like the second half of the year is looking extremely good. I would even say the Ace of Cups is moving into December 2025 as well. So I feel like you've got the money, you've got relationship, you have kind of all your ducks in a row, things are lining up for you. You would have traveled by then. You would have definitely traveled by July to September. You might even go somewhere else in that time as well. You might go from Alabama or wherever it is that you end up going to. And you've got, you know, lucky money coming in through someone's family. Somebody might come from money. You might meet someone who has money in their family. And there is a nice offer there for you as well, Mystique. So I feel like it's a love offer. I feel like it's, you know, an interesting offer. Let's have a look at your next question. Alice Marie says, hi, Nikki. Hola. You wanted to let me know that the spread I had with you is already happening. Oh, great. Someone from the past has come back into your life, just like you said. You're amazing. Thanks. Oh, thanks, Nikki. Truly appreciate that. When was that reading? Not too long ago. It was recent. Okay, Mystique. I think your mother's taken the package. Yeah, I think your mother's taken the package. They're just, I don't know these families, honestly. They just want what they want. Somebody's taken the package. Someone's taken, let's have a look. Who's taken the package? Somebody who doesn't want you to have it. They think that you've got more cards coming in the mail or something like that. Or you're hiding something from them. Yeah. Deception. I feel like it's your mother. Do you see my plans leaving, moving to Alabama December 1st week or January play going out smoothly without delays or interruptions? Okay, December. Yes, you're going to make a rash decision and it should happen fairly quickly. It's like get out of my way sort of energy. If you wait too long, there's going to be interference. And it's like then you can't get out. They're going to ask for more money. They're going to want you to stay. They're going to try to extract as much as they can. I don't know. Yeah, if you go with your first vibe without anyone knowing, then I feel like that's the time that you're going to just push it out and say, okay, I'm off. That's it. I've gone. Okay. Kelly, who sent the message, he or she? A he. I'll have to do another super chat for the other question. TP. Dark-haired guy at the gym. Is he interested in friendship or connecting with you? I don't understand why you're not friendly. I mean, being more friendly can attract more people. And that doesn't mean anything else. You know, the guy at the gym, is he interested? What's he interested in? He's not sure yet. He's not sure. Things are up in the air. You've got to try to work it out, like get to know him a little bit more. He's not sure yet. Okay. We'll do your other one, TP, then we'll come back to Tammy. There's another white ball guy at the gym. Is he interested or not? I think you're going to be very happy with the results at the gym. Is this guy interested or not? Yes, I feel like he could be interested, that one. Yep. We'll do your other one as well. Did your brother read your discarded personal notes that I forgot to throw away yesterday? Quite probable, yes. Quite probable, yes. I don't think, I wouldn't read too much into it. Okay. In the sense of worrying about it. Okay, Tammy, I passed my first interview with San Antonio. My application was forwarded to the dean. Will he interview me? Will he hire me? Good question. Congratulations. They take their time, don't they? I suppose they've got a process, haven't they? I feel like you've got, they're choosing 1 out of 3, and I feel like you're 1 out of the 3. So I also think the fact that your mother is there, that you've got family there, is a big bonus as well. San Antonio. Yes, I feel it's a yes. Things are up in the air though. There's abundance there and some good finances are coming out of it. I feel regardless of this job, I think, like I said before, you might end up going back there for whatever reason. There could be some other reason why. You might want to position yourself somewhere different. There's definitely money there, patience, and they're going to notice you for your talents. I would say 9 out of 10 you'll get hired for this job, yes. I feel it's a yes. And if it's not this one, it's another one. They might offer you a different job, or there could be another one coming up that's similar. But I feel like you're on top of the scale, if you know what I mean. Okay. Hi, Ruby. How are you? Still waiting for offers on the house. Okay. You haven't sold the house yet. You had a really good reading last time regarding the finances. It's looking very positive. And you reduce the price. I think it's the agent. Get a different agent or sell it yourself. I don't think the agent's really doing their job. Okay. There could be part of you that also doesn't want to sell it. You don't want to sell it for too little money either. You're going to change something. There could be a change. There's definitely a change here. It's not looking like there's any offers, but there could be a low ball offer coming in. But you might change something. There could be some feedback. You might change the agent. You might decide to rent it out or something. I don't know. There could be another way out of this. Yeah, there could be another way out of this. You might kind of redo things in some way. Rethink the box. Mystique says, she told me my son probably touched it. Well, it's her. A dash cam, okay. Yeah, he might have touched it, but I think she took it. I think she's got it. Will the bank, if she saw it, she took it. Will the bank accept a notarized affidavit for surviving spouse or next of kin document, or will I have to go to the courts and represent myself? Okay, L. Will they accept a notarized affidavit? Will they accept a notarized affidavit? Potentially, yes. But it might take longer. Should you go to the courts and represent yourself? Saying that could be the quicker route. I think both routes are going to be okay, but the quicker route might be that way. Okay. L. Thanks for that, L. What can you expect in your businesses, you and your daughter, Mystique, okay? Yeah, I don't know if you want to close everything in Canada and get out of there and sell everything, or you want to keep a house there just in case you decide to come back, or rent it out or something like that. There could be another option there. You have to do the math and see if it's worth renting to pay the mortgage, or if it's if you're better off selling it. You know, you might change your decision about it. There could be also something about it that you're holding back from selling. Like psychologically, you might not really want to sell it. That's why it's not selling. That can happen as well. Once you ask the universe to really get the best price for you and sell it and release it, you know, both parties, then that's usually when it kind of shifts the energy. Okay, Mystique, expect from you and your daughter's businesses. Let's have a look. Well, at the moment, nothing's moving until you move. You don't have the energy to kind of do anything where you are. It's like, I feel like you're going to come on top of it though. Your daughter's going to do her best in setting something up. She might even set something up for you. You are going to be lucrative with this business. It is going to work out for you, definitely. There's a lot of rejoicement. There's a lot of celebration. You feel like you need to set yourself apart from the competition of something. I feel like things are dangling until the move has happened, but you might be able to get things set up before the move, which would be the way to go. Planning something before you go. You've definitely been guided in the right direction here with it, Mystique. Yeah, you've been guided in the right direction. What do they say about success is planning, meeting opportunities. You've got a plan, you've got to do behind the scenes stuff, research, and everything else set up. I think you'll get it together, Mystique. You've got 6 weeks. Well, you know, there's a way around that in getting your own private PO box, and then nobody can touch it, you know. You live and you learn, especially if you're in a neighborhood where people are picking up things as well off the porch. You know, you live and you learn. You're better off just having a private PO box. Yeah, your parents' home swallows things up. Yeah. You're better off having your own private PO box, and you know that you're going to get everything delivered there. private one. Okay, pretty brown eyes. How are you, my dear? December. November, December. November, December for pretty brown eyes. How is everyone? I truly appreciate your being here. Thank you for your beautiful energy, positive vibes. Okay. What do you see for me for December and November? Pretty brown eyes. Let's have a look. You feel like things are up in the air right now, but you might have options and choices or a direction to go in that you haven't quite chosen yet. You could also be launching something or sending out resumes or launching a business or looking at things further afield or at a distance, whether it's in-state, out-of-state or overseas. There is more money coming in, definitely in December, that is going to be work related. It could be something that you're working on or you're getting paid from the past work that you've done. So that's looking good. That's looking good. Yeah, so you feel like if you are at a relationship, long distance, it could be up in the air, or the person might be up in the air around you, or you can't quite put your finger on exactly what they're up to. Thanks, Texas Tammy. Thank you, thank you. Did you have any other question? Because we didn't get any mediumship related things with him. for the pre-order. Hi Janine, how are you? Oh, sorry, Goddess 33. Janine. Okay. Okay, for Janine, all right. Right path for success. What sort of success is she looking at? I don't know, I get jewelry around her, so that's a lucky omen. Jewels, gifts, jewelry, making jewelry, selling jewelry, gifts, seeing chains. Hi Pisces Moon, how are you? What sort of success is she looking at? Janine. Well, I feel like you're going to boss up with something. It could be also you're having a conversation with a boss if you're working for someone about money, and you might feel like they're not giving you enough money, or you want more money out of it, or something like that. They could be trying to keep you under control of some description. And because of that, you're going to look there's some other options coming up for you that you are going to pursue and look further afield. There's also romance there. There's more financial option and abundance and other things moving forward. Yeah, it could be that you're not getting enough money from your business, so you're looking at other options and choices to maybe add to your business. And maybe websites, import, export, goods and services over the seas. Romance is definitely there. And moving, could be, if you're looking at moving, it could be an international move, or over the seas or somewhere near water. Could be further afield. I don't know, this man here looks like He could be trying to control your life. I don't know who he is. Or you feel like it's somebody that's had influence over you. Boss, father figure, ex or current person. I'm not sure about a move right now. But I think that's personal. I think that's something that you need to feel like it's the right choice. Yeah, that makes sense, Mystique. Yeah, suspicious people walking past it. That's why you can't leave things on the porch. Let's do a last call. Anyone for a last call? Anyone? Thank you all for joining. I truly appreciate it. If you did a pre-order, you'll be back at the beginning of this session. If you want to do a coffee cup, I've got probably enough coffee left for 2 coffee cups, which will be the last 2 for a while, before I can get some more coffee in a different place. So if anyone does want a coffee cup for the next live, you're most welcome to pre-order those through my website. You can see that, or on the newsletter, or on the community page. There's instructions on how to do that. And also pre-order your own super chat for the next live, and then you can get the video once it has been published. It'll be sent to you on the email. You can also donate by Venmo, PayPal, Cash App, Wise, or Stripe. Okay, Mystique. What would spirit guides like you to know? Okay. Let's have a look at Mystique. I'm seeing a bow, like tying something up in a bow. I feel like you're tying something up tight, like you're just tying things up. This is the countdown of tying up things, and I feel like this is what you're doing. And you're doing it on the low down. You're not letting too many people know about it, or anyone know. I hope your daughter's not leaking information. Okay, so you've got money coming in, which is great. Career opportunities, excellent. You feel like the time's ticking. You feel like that situation is almost over. My Hello Kitty heart just fell over. So that was the short term. Time's ticking. You also feel like this man is not worth it. He might be just wanting a quick fling, and he's not worth it. He could be trying to manipulate you in some way. Well, I hope she doesn't say anything, Mystique. You know, your family is a little slippery, so I'm sorry, I really don't trust any of them. You know, I really don't. I wouldn't tell anybody anything. Unless she's a business partner of yours and you're doing something together, I wouldn't really say anything. I know children, you know, but sometimes things can slip without the meaning to slip, you know. Or they can lose their temper and rage and do something. Say something. Okay, somebody from the past is going to try to snap you back. Past life, twin flame, gossip, communication. Could come through your daughter's phone again. The ex-Gemini could try to come back in. Once you're in this new role, new job, new business, you're going to create a new love. It's about taking back your control and power, making your choices of what children, you know, what to do with your children also. You know, you can't do everything all at once. It's either this, it's this and that, or this and that, you know. You have to work out a balance. You will have a soulmate coming in and you'll have a lot more fun coming around. So I do feel like you're on a winning streak. I just feel like it's about timing and choices and not dropping the ball. Just tell your daughter to block him, like immediately. Yeah, tell her to block him. You don't want him messaging and trying to come hard around. Yeah, no, just tell her to block him. You don't want the lines open. Okay, Goddess 33. Should your friend continue her relationship? Yes, I understand, Mystique, yeah. It's about moving people out of the way who are no longer serving you and not adding value to your life. This is a message for you and also for Janine. Let's have a look at Janine. Should she continue her relationship? Well, it's really up to her. But if she wants to move or do something or be successful, it could be somebody who's just trying to run on that or hang on to her coattails is what I'm seeing. Let's see. What's the story with her relationship? Cards. Reveal. Fair male. Somebody lighter than darker for their cultural background. There could be a surprise coming up with him, or somebody new could pop out of the blue, a business person. It may not be a nice surprise. It could be a good surprise. He might try to love bomb you or try to spoil you with gifts. There's also a darker male underneath there as well. So there's two men here. So if she gives up one, she'll definitely get another one. There's no doubt about that. There's somebody here who either wants to spoil her, or there could be some uninteresting surprises coming up around that person. It's really up to her if she wants to leave the relationship. I mean, it depends on A, where it's going, B, how long they've been together, and C, you know, what is he adding value to her life with? What is he offering? Is he just wanting a fun time? If he's just wanting a fun time, then it's a hard no. Hard no. Yeah. Okay, messages from Spirit, Pisces Moon. I think I got your, I don't know if you got your message at the beginning. Your pre-orders at the beginning before the coffee cups. Welcome, welcome. For you, I feel like, I don't know if does your mother own the house you're in, or is it rented? Because if it's rented, they should be able to get rid of the mold for you. You know, by law, you shouldn't be able to be living in a black mold house. Okay, message Spirit. I'm getting the lyrics, don't let the sun go down on you. I think that's a Beatles song. So I feel like it's almost time, like you've had enough. It's almost time you've had enough. You will be shining and being more elevated in yourself, being more seen, being more adored, being more on stage, and also feeling like you have more passion and gifts coming to you, coming through you, to you, and moving forward. But like I said in the first read, I feel like you need to have backup, triple or even more than triple backup plans to get out of Dodge, and not wait for the government to help you, because they're not helping in any way, shape or form right now, and it could take years for them to come through, and by that time you could be sicker and not in any sort of, well, the landlord, you can sue them. What are you doing? The thing is that you can only do what's in your power, so you have to do everything in the power that you can. Okay. Hi, Texas Tammy. 6 cards for the next 6 months. All right. Things out of your control are things like the government, things like winning housing lotteries and getting disability payments. You have to do everything in your power that you can control. Otherwise, it's not, nothing's going to change. It's going to keep on going. You're going to be waiting for years, potentially, for this housing lottery thing. It did show that you're going to get one, but it could take years and years. And then look at yourself in at that time. Where's your life gone? Texas Tammy, 6 cards for 6 months. It's about getting unstuck. You need to get unstuck. Well, you've got to move, Tammy. You've got a residence property. You're definitely looking at properties, freedom, and the Dean is coming through. I feel like the Dean is coming through. Let's have a look for Tammy. Okay, true love. True love potential for Tammy. Past love still hanging on. Short term, you feel like also the clock's ticking, like you need to do something soon. You might feel like you need to get out of there and go somewhere else or do something else. Or you feel like the past love that you've been with needs to make some sort of agreement with you or move things to the next level. Otherwise, time is going to run out. You do have soulmate connection here, and you will be noticed for your talents. That's definite. So I see you being very much noticed for your talents, and you could even become the Dean yourself. Not that you want to, but you might want to if you go down there. Yeah, I feel like you're going to get multiple offers. So if it's not this one offer, it's multiple offers of a new position, and also love interest as well. Yeah, love interest and new offers. Okay, thanks, Tammy. Elton John, losing everything is like the sun going down on me. Ah, yeah. Good call, L. Good call, LB. You're really trying, Pisces moon, but you said that you're very stuck right now. You know, you've got to get unstuck, completely unstuck. You've got to do things in your own power, and that can be moving out. That can be moving to a new area that doesn't have mold. You know, getting another job somewhere else. Looking after your health. Or getting your landlord to do something about this mold. Thanks, Texas Tammy. You're welcome. You don't feel like you've got anyone to talk to, and it's heavy to bear. This is often the way, like with people who are ascending or ascended in their spiritual path. That's true mystique. Will I lose weight by July 2025? I feel like as soon as you get out of there, you'll lose weight. More than you want to. I feel it's a yes. There's a definite yes on that. Yeah, once you move, you're going to lose weight. It's going to be different climate, different food, different situation. You can do what you want. You can eat what you want. You don't have to be eating food that, you know, other people make, etc. Well, I think that's because you're elevating yourself, Mystique. You don't fit in anymore. Yeah. And it's hard to be in your routine. Just walk around the block if it's not too cold or snowing or raining. Yeah, you just do what you need to do is the best thing for you. I understand, Pisces moon. Yeah, I understand. You're trying. Yeah. There's only a certain you know, time frame where you have to sit and wait for all of these government institutions to do something for you. Otherwise, it's going to go on forever. You know, it could take 5 years in New York. It might take longer. You know, it's not worth it. Oh, that's a good idea. Do planks in your bus when you can. It's a good idea. Any last calls, anyone? Thank you all so much for joining. I truly appreciate your positive energy and your just being here. I think it's more of a mental detox than a physical detox, even, Mystique. And often you retain weight if you're trying to protect yourself from people around you. That is a psychological fact. Hi, Lorraine. How are you? 6 months on love and school. Okay. Thank you for the 20. Yeah, look at Louise Hay's reasons for things. Psychosomatic reasons for things. It's also people who have been sexually abused tend to hold weight to protect themselves from another abuse or their abusers. Lorraine, good to see you, Lorraine. 6 months love and school. Let's do 2 different spreads. Okay, you're going through a growth spurt spiritually as well. You're feeling like you're getting more downloads from spirit. You could also be getting more awareness. You're also very wary about gossip around the campus or gossip around school or befriending the wrong people. There could be people around you that you're being a bit discerning about. There could also be some jealousies around you with certain women, is what I feel. Certain women, but you're going to have fun and surprises. There's something good coming up with fun and surprises. You might meet somebody through online dating or an app or Happen or just being in the right place at the right time or something like that. You could just meet somebody through Facebook, through college, some sort of online thing at college even. Let's see what else. Increase your protein, Mystique. Increase your protein. Lorraine, love and school. Let's see what else the cards have to reveal for you. Love and school. Welcome, goddess. Welcome. You're keeping on top of your situation there at school. You might be choosing different elements to go into. There seems to be a lot of women around you, or there's more money options coming in. You might even be considering moving off campus or moving somewhere else. I know that they're paying for your room there, but eventually I do feel that you could be actually meeting somebody who's on par with you, or is maybe an earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. You could be moving in with him. There could be some sort of move with somebody. There could be a serious relationship with this person. It might be down the track. What else do we need to know for Lorraine? But it's saying not to let go of what you have. So if they're offering you like a secure room plan, don't give it up. It's saying not to give it up because you might regret it. So wait until you're engaged or and married, if that's the case of moving in with someone. Don't get swept up in the details. I still see somebody sporty around you. We passed the nerd stage. I feel like there's a sporty stage coming up. Could be a Pisces, could be also an air sign, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. There could also be somebody in the faculty who is interested in you, like a professor or assistant professor or something. They could be quite a bit older than you. Yeah, and I think that maybe one of these women has picked up on the fact that somebody in the faculty likes you. Okay. Let's have a look. Is Tyra a good friend for you? I feel like you've got something in common. I feel like there's common interests. I'm not seeing her as being like a best friend, but I feel like she is a friend for whatever interests you have together, whether it's studying, whether it's going out, whether it's doing something on campus. She might want to take your light or be in the spotlight. But I feel like you're going to attract your own person anyway. Yeah, you're going to attract your own person. And I feel like that person is somebody very intelligent, somebody very well studied. You've still got that King of Pentacles there. You've got the King of Swords there as well again. You've got two kings there, and you've got that Page of Rods there. She might be trying to learn something from you. I feel like you might be the wiser or the older soul. She might be trying to learn something from you. So it's up to you whether you really want her in your inner circle or outer circle. I think it's up to you. I don't see anything bad there. Michi, how are you, my dear? Whatever comes to you. Okay. Let's have a look at Michi. Involved with somebody with music or who's into music. I'm sort of seeing music around you. Music or singing. You've got the freedom here of the horse, action, freedom and action. You're definitely the wisdom keeper. You're going to tap into your inner wisdom and let that flow. You've also got sadness of a female. It could be your mother or a grandmother in spirit around you, or somebody in spirit who's helping you tap into your inner wisdom and also channel some messages. You've definitely got more action here. You might be doing more active types of activities or sports and taking, making a move towards something. Yeah, you've definitely got a lot of wisdom coming up around you, and that could also be doing well with your studies as well. the wisdom keeper with the whale. Okay, everyone, thanks for joining. I truly appreciate it. Truly appreciate it. We've got space for a couple of coffee cups for the next live. I've got enough coffee left for a couple more coffee cups. So if you do want a coffee cup, pre-order those. You can do that through my website. And I'll pin the comment here. They're $49 US. Or you can do a pre-order as well. Okay, Mystique's coming up. And Lorraine's coming up. Okay. I don't think it's a weird question. Yeah. What's January 26 to July 26 looking like? 26. So we've got the whole of next year to do first. Okay. January to July 26. January is looking like the money's there. The money's definitely coming in and it's there. So lucky money. And distance and journey. This could be the time where you do go abroad or overseas or to the islands. In February, March. I just feel like you're counting your blessings. You're looking out for your best interests. Your mother might be a bit sad that you've gone away or that you're doing your own thing in April. And you've got relocation. You might relocate again in May 2026. And you've got desire and attraction in June. It could be that you meet somebody, an action in July. So it could be that you meet somebody new or you have some new desire and attraction. I get a P initial, like a Peter. Yeah, you've got some sort of lucky roses, lucky flowers. You're going in that year, in that first part of that year, you're going somewhere where you're going to feel very grounded, very blessed, and you can do your magic, you can do your rituals, your retreats, you can invite people on retreats, you can do all sorts of things out of there. So that's what I feel is going to go down. You're going to be writing more, Michio. That's good. Excellent. I think if things go in the right direction, Mystique, if you push things in the right direction, you'll end up potentially living somewhere tropical and having people come to you, and even tourists, and having people come to you and doing readings, doing spells, doing, all sorts of things, selling products, and also hosting some sort of retreats. And I don't know where that is. It's wherever you feel that you want to go to. And that place might not have come up yet in time. It could be, somewhere like Bali even. It could be somewhere, in the Caribbean. It could be, somewhere completely different from where you are now, from where you're living, from the United States. Could be in Mexico, could be in many different places. but it might not have revealed itself yet. Let's see if we can get a indication of where that might be. I feel it's definitely overseas. Could be something Spanish related, somewhere where there's Spanish spoken. Yeah, it's not going to be clear though until you have an idea. It could be Aztec related or something even Egyptian related. That's interesting. Okay, Lorraine. He keeps saying he doesn't have a baby mama. Which one's Orlando again? Where is he located? Oh, he's the one that lives with his cousin. Have you video called him in his house yet, or been to his house? Yeah, and you live in Florida. You don't want a long distance relationship, but have you video called him in his house? You video called him, but he said it was brief. Yeah, it could be that somebody was not there, or... You live in New York though, don't you? Yeah. Well, you can go over and see where he lives. If he wants anything to do with you, just tell him, okay, I'll come over and see where you live and who you live with. And if you're not open to that, then, you know, goodbye. I almost feel like this guy's just dicking around, you know. What is he actually offering you? Nothing. He's just dicking around. It's just an attraction. You've got a lot of desire and attraction with him. I feel like there's a third party. There's somebody else around him. So whether he's going out overtime, when he's doing his overtime, going out to somebody else's house, that's convenient for him. He might live with his cousin, but he might have other women out there. You've got 2 3s there. Yeah. There's a lot of women in New York. They often say it's difficult dating in New York. There could be somebody who is pregnant. You know, you want a husband. You don't want these sort of flaky guys that are just breadcrumbing and stringing you along. You want something tangible. And often the ones who are the most chemistry focused or, you know, passionate both ways are often the wrong guys. They're not the best husbands. Yeah, Leos can play the field till the cows come home. They can be single forever. They can be single forever. I don't know. I would just say, look further afield. He's not really offering you anything, so I would say look further afield. Yeah. Or don't look at all until you really, you know, have decided what you want to do. You video called him, but he said it was brief. What does that mean? Leos are just like cats, you know, cats and dogs. They just keep on chasing you. He likes the challenge, Lorraine. He likes the challenge, and there's a lot of, chemistry and attraction. And it could be that, you've got your own place, you've got, he made it brief. Okay. Yeah, well, you've got to get him to give you a tour of the whole house next time, if anything. If you're really interested in this guy, I'm not even really sure that you're really interested. I feel like he's just hooked you in somehow mentally, and I don't even think that you're really that interested. I don't think he's got anything to offer you. At the moment, he's not offering you anything. He's not even taking you out on a date or anything, or making plans. I just don't think he's really worth the energy. You're better off just focusing on yourself and what you need to do for yourself. Yeah, what you need to do for yourself, and then just see, and then the more you love yourself, the more love you attract into your life, like genuine love. And the more that you love your life, being single and love your life, the more things work in your favor. I'll leave the chat open 30 seconds, and if we don't get any more super chats, I'll close. And thank you all for coming and joining. I truly appreciate it. You feel like the States is not where the husband material resides. I think they're just playing the game too much, and I think a lot of American men are just looking for money. They're just looking for money, opportunities, intimacy, something for nothing. They're not that serious. Unless they're, more traditional. There's a 1 out of every 10, I think, that could be more traditional. Yeah, well, they have to prove themselves for you to take them seriously. Otherwise, it's not worth it. They've gotten away with too much for too long. That's the issue. And the hookup culture is just too convenient for them. Yeah, sometimes it's not worth being with someone just for the sake of being with someone. You want to be with the right person, and you're better off being alone than with the right person. And to focus on your own elevation spiritually and emotionally and psychologically. That's for sure. Thanks, Mystique. Thanks for your feedback. Men will keep you around because they want options. That's another answer to your question, Lorraine. They want options. They want options and choices, and then they circle. So when one door closes, for the moment, they circle around, and then another one pops open, and then they keep you on hold, on ice, and then they'll circle back around to you when another door closes. It's a player energy. There's just way too many players. And in New York, there's just too many men and too many women who are, open to men, open to having these types of relationships. I think sometimes when you completely give up is when something shifts. I truly believe that. It's happened to me a number of times. Thank you, Michi. Thanks, Mystique. Thanks, Lorraine. Thanks, everyone, for joining. I truly appreciate it. Lots of love and blessings moving forward. And until the next live, I'll see you all then. Take care. Ciao for now. It's true, Mystique. Yes. And Michi. Thank you. Thank you. It's rough out in the streets. Yeah, true. It's true. Lots of love, everybody. I love your energy. Thanks so much for coming. I'll see you soon. Take care. Ciao for now.